Yes. That was part A. The same thing I am going to do here, part B. With, so now let us start exercise 1B. 1B is nothing but, now see, we have seen addition and subtraction of integer. We have seen addition of integer, we have seen multiplication of integer, subtract. हाँ हाँ. So now we will see division of integer. Write on this. Division of integers. Division of integers. Write on division of integers. Division of integers. You are given two integers. A upon B. A upon B. Or A divided by B. A divided by B. You can write A upon B. A divided by B, you can write A upon B. This is the first formula. A divided by B is same as A upon B. Then in this A upon B, A divided by, this is the division sign, my dear. A division B, A divided by B. Okay. A divided by B is equal to A upon B. So in A upon B, you have numerator and denominator. Numerator is A, denominator is B. NR means numerator. Upper part is my numerator. And this downward part is my denominator. So A is numerator, B is denominator. So whenever in this division of integer, you have to see the sign. Numerator upon denominator. Numerator upon denominator. If numerator has plus sign and denominator has plus sign, then plus upon plus, final sign will be plus. Plus upon plus will be plus. This is the first rule. Again you have, my dear, it is clear. You see this, numerator upon denominator. You have numerator upon, my dear, you see your internet. Mute the microphone now. Mute the microphone. Numerator upon denominator. Whenever you have numerator plus sign, denominator plus, so plus divided by plus will be plus. Then numerator is minus, denominator is plus. So plus upon minus upon plus will be minus. Minus upon plus will be minus. Now you have numerator upon denominator again. Now my numerator is plus sign, denominator is minus sign, so finally it will be minus sign. And last it is numerator upon denominator. Numerator is having plus sign, denominator is having plus sign, so plus upon plus will be plus. No, my dear, that was multiplication. Now it is division. Numerator upon, sorry, not plus. Yes. Minus, yes. So numerator is minus, denominator is minus, so minus upon minus will be plus. So this rule you have to remember. A divided by B means A upon B. A upon B, A is a numerator, B is a denominator. Then while performing the division, you have to careful about the sign. If numerator is plus sign, denominator is plus sign, then final sign will be plus. Numerator is minus, denominator is plus, minus upon plus will be minus. Numerator is plus, denominator is minus, plus upon minus will be minus. And denominator, numerator both minus, it will be plus sign. So whenever they have same sign, it will be plus. Is it clear? In division also, whenever they have same sign, plus or minus, in both the case it is plus. And whenever they have opposite sign, it will be minus. Opposite sign means minus plus minus, it will be minus. So while dividing the integer, you have to be careful in selection of the sign. You have to see the sign of numerator, you have to see the sign of denominator. If numerator and denominator both have plus sign, it will be plus. Minus sign, it will be minus. Plus sign, minus, it will be plus. Now let us solve the problem based on this. First divide, first question, divide, now first question it is, divide 117 by 9. Divide, my dear, no, it is clear, right? Divide 117 by, divide 117 by 9. Divide 117 by 9. So this I can, we'll see. So this I can write 117 divided by 9, division sign, divided by 9. 117 divided by 9. Now what do you mean by A divided by B? A divided by B means I can write A upon B. So 117 divided by 9, I can write 117 upon 9. 117 upon 9. 117 upon 9. Now what is sign of 117? Plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. What is sign of 9? Plus sign. So finally it will be plus. Then this is 117. This is 9. You can divide 117 by 9 easily. 117 by 9. 9 table. 9 ones are 9. 9 ones are 9. Then it is 27. 9 threes are 27. Then so this 117 I can write 13 into 9. 117 I can write 13 into 9. Then this denominator 9 I can write 9 into 1. 9 into 1 is 9. 9 into 1 is 9. Correct? Now you can cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. You can cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. What is common term? Numerator you have 9, denominator you have 9. You can cancel 9, 9. Only the cancellation take place the common term of numerator with denominator. So 9, 9 I can cancel. What is left? Left is 13 upon 1. 13 upon 1. Whenever denominator is 1, you can write the numerator as the number. So 13 upon 1 is same as 13. My dear, 117 upon 9. You can divide 117 by 9. You can use the table. 9 ones are 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. 7 is carried. 9 threes are 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. That means 117 I can write 13 into 9. 13 into 9 I can write as 117. So answer is 13. So 117 divided by 9 gives you the answer plus 13. Why it is plus 13? Because numerator is plus, denominator is plus. Numerator is plus, denominator is plus, so final sign will be plus. Is it clear? Now understood? Board is clear. Now see here. Again I am repeating. Yes, again I am repeating. Divide 117 by 9. So whichever term is there by 9, this I can write. This is the division symbol. All of you are familiar. So 117 divided by 9. A divided by B I can write A upon B. So whichever term is there by 9, so that 9 will go in the denominator. So 117 divided by 9. So let us divide 117 by 9. 9 ones are 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. 27. 9 threes are 27. Remainder is 0. So 117 I can write 9 into 13. I have replaced 117 by 9 into 13. And 9 I have written 9 into 1. So 9, 9 get cancelled. Numerator 9, denominator 9 get cancelled. What is left? 13 upon 1. Now denominator is 1, so I can write simply numerator as the number. So 13 upon 1 is same as 13. Yes, understood now? Yes. I have written 117 as 13 into 9 so that I can cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. We have to cancel the common term of numerator and denominator in division. Yes. You can directly write. See, for this you must be thorough with the table. You must be thorough with the tables. Without knowing the tables, you cannot perform the division, my dear. So at least up to 15 tables, you must be thorough. Now second is second is divide minus 117 by 9. Divide this minus 117 by 9. So we write this as minus 117. Then we put the symbol division divided by 9. What is A divided by B? A upon B. So this will be minus 117 upon 9. Upon 9. Now wait. 117 has minus sign. Same question. Divide minus 117 by 9. This is divide 117 by 9. Now next question is minus, instead of 117 it is given minus 117. So now 117 has minus sign. Which sign 9 has? 9 has no sign. No sign means plus sign. Now what is plus upon minus? What is minus upon plus? Minus. So final sign will be minus. Final sign will be minus. Then 117 I have already written. 117 I have written 13 into 9. And this 9 I can write 9 into 1. Then you cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. 9. What is left? The left is minus 13 upon 1. Now whenever denominator is 1, you can write numerator as the number. So this is minus 13. So minus 117 divided by 9 is minus 13. In the previous, the answer was plus 13 because both numerator and denominator both were plus. So answer was plus 13. Now in this numerator is minus, denominator is plus, opposite sign. Whenever they have opposite sign, answer will be minus. So instead of plus 13 it is Yes, my dear, again I am repeating. 117 divided by 9. Whenever there is a division, you have to cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. This is the first work. Whenever there is division, numerator upon denominator, you have to cancel the common term. So 117 I can write 9 into 13. So that if I will write 117 as 9 into 13, 9 is there in the numerator, 9 is there in the denominator, that can be cancelled. So what is left? 13 upon 1. 13 upon 1 is same as 13. We have written 117 as 13 into 9 so that I can cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. That's all. Understood? Yes. So you should be thorough with the table, my dear. Without knowing the multiplication table. Yes, rest I am going to give homework. Do not worry. Let me write the problem at least. Let me write the problem so that. Now third is 117 divide 117 by minus 9. Then fourth is divide minus 117 by minus 9. Then you have to be careful about sign. If it is plus upon plus, it will be plus. Plus upon minus, minus. Minus upon plus, minus. Minus upon minus, plus. That's all. The rest is division. Now fifth is 225. Divide 225 by minus 15. No problem. Then sixth, divide minus 552. Yes, now it is, these are same. Whether you written by or use this symbol, they are one and the same. Okay, 6th, then 7th. 7th it is minus 798, divide minus 798 by minus 21, by minus 21. Then 8th, divide minus 910 by 26, by 26. So now you tell me which one I should do. Let me solve. Yes, right. Do not worry. 7th one. No, see. One minute. See, my dear, wait. Do not worry. This is third. I am going to give homework. Third I am going to give homework. Then fourth will be homework. Let me do the difficult part. Now fifth I will do. Then sixth will be homework. Then seventh will be homework. Then I will do 8. So fifth and 8th I will do, because they are different. Rest you can manage. Plus sign, minus sign, does not matter. Yes. So I will solve 5th and 8th, so that all the different type of problems are covered. So 5th is 225 by minus 15. Divide 225 by minus 15. So this I can write 225 divided by minus 15. Now first step. What do you mean by A divided by B? A upon B. So this will be 225 divided by minus 15. A divided by B will be A upon B. Now 225. See, if you know the factorization, you know the prime factorization, 6th standard you have studied. Start with 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. So again start with 5. 5 9s are 45. Then 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3. So now 225 you can write 5 into 3 15 and 5 into 3 15. Are you getting? So 225. Yes, I am recording. So 225 I can write 5 into 15 into 15. Are you getting? I can write 225 as 5 into 3 15, 5 into 3 15. Because there is 15 in the denominator, no? So we want to cancel this 15. So upon minus 15. Now, which sign is there in the numerator? Tell me. Which sign? Plus sign. So plus upon minus will be minus. Plus upon minus will be minus. Then you cancel one term. Then you cancel one common term. 15 get cancelled. 15 get cancelled. And plus upon minus will be minus. So what is left? What is left? Minus plus upon minus. Plus upon minus will be minus. No, not plus. My dear. Minus. So 15 upon 1. Minus 15 upon 1. Yes. So this 15 15 into 1. So minus 15 upon 1, that is minus 15. So answer is 225 divided by minus 15 is minus 15. So that sign is important, my dear. Plus upon minus will be minus. Plus upon minus will be minus. That number you can cancel, but you have to be careful about sign. Now let me do 8th one. 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 It is minus 910 divided by 26. 8th one. Minus 910 divided by 26. Divide by 26. Okay. divide by 26. 1 minute. Yes, is equal to minus 910 upon 26. A divided by B means A upon B. Now 910 you have to factorize. If you don't know the table, then 910 you factorize. 910 you can write 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are 10. Then this 5 9s are 45, 5 1s are, then 7 13, then 13 1s are. Yes, both 15 I will cancel. Cancel 15 of numerator with denominator, this one. 15 of numerator with denominator, yes. Yes. So now see this. You take the number, it is 26. So this 13 I will multiply with 2. 13 into 2, 26. Then 7 into 5, 35. So this you can write, which sign we have? Which sign we have in the denominator plus? What? So it will be minus, plus upon plus will be minus. Then 910 I will write 2 into 13 is 26 into 7 into 5 35 upon 26. So now this, yes, denominator 26 can cancel with numerator 26. What is left? Minus 35. What is left? Minus 35. So answer is minus 910 divided by 26. Minus 35 is the answer. So if you do not know the table, then use factorization. If you are not aware of the table, use factorization, no problem. Prime factorization method. My dear, board is very much clear. Yes, you see your internet connection, no problem. If there is still problem, you can leave the group. Again you can send me the request for join, I will admit you. Video will be available by 2 o'clock. So if you see how you will come to know, if you subscribe YouTube channel, then you will come to know the notification that sir has uploaded the video. Very good. Chalo, very good. Thank you. Evaluate. Second part. Evaluate. I am writing all the question. Minus 234 divided by 13. So A divided by 13. Then second question. My 234 divided by minus 13. You have to be cautious about the sign. Plus upon plus, plus upon minus, minus upon plus, minus upon minus. That you have to remember. Then third is minus 234. Third is minus 234 divided by minus 13. Divided by minus 13. A minus will get cancelled. Answer will be plus. Then 374 divided by minus 17. Mute the microphone. Then fifth one, minus 3. My dear, I had sent you the link in the group, our WhatsApp group, class WhatsApp group. I have sent the link. You can see it afterwards. My dear, she is asking me. Let me respond to her. Already I have sent the YouTube link in the group, WhatsApp group. You can see it afterwards. Okay? So sixth one is minus 374 divided by minus 17. Write down all the question. All are same as previous one. I have already explained that in the first part. Right. So that is why I am writing the question. No, that is why I am writing the question, assuming that. हाँ, you leave the group, then again send me the request for join. I will admit. 7 minus 720, minus 728 divided by 14, then 8 1 272. Sixth is minus 374 divided by minus 70. Then 8th is 272 divided by minus 70. 272 divided by minus 70. That's all. So now can I give all homework? All are same as first one. Yes, my dear? Yes. So write down all are homework. Homework. Arey my dear, all are homework. We have already seen. If there is something new, then I explain. 7th is minus 728 divided by 14, and 8th is 272 divided by minus 70. That's all. Now let me write the third question. Find the quotient in each of the following. Yes. Find the quotient in each of the following. No, it is not hanging. Find the quotient. Yes. Find. No, my dear. Find the quotient. My dear, mute the microphone. Everything is proper. Find the quotient in each of the following. Find the quotient in each of the following. Find the quotient in each of the following. Quotient. So let me explain you what do you mean by quotient. Suppose you have 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 4. So this 9 I can divide by 4. This 9 I can divide by 4. So you see the table, 4 2s are 8, 9 minus 8 is 1. Write down this. So in this case my 2 is quotient. 2 is quotient. 2 is quotient and 1 is remainder. 2 is quotient and 1 is remainder. That's all. So when we divide 9 by 4, my 2 is quotient, 1 is remainder. So now in third one, we have to find the quotient. Quotient means the number which is left after division in the upper part. Not downward part is known as remainder, upper part is known as quotient. So now let us see first one. First one, 299 divided by 23. 299 divided by 23. So what do you mean by A divided by B? A divided by A upon B. So this is 299 divided by 23. Is it clear? Follow? Yes. So 299 divided by 23. If you see this, 299 I can write 23 into 23. When you multiply 23 with 23, just see whether you get 299. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. No, it will be not, it will be 13 into this. 13 into 23. It will be 13 into 23. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. 9, 9, 9. So 299, so 299 you can write 13 into 23. Then this 23 you can write 23 into 1. Now you cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. That is 23. 23 of numerator get cancelled with 23 of denominator. So what is left? The left is 13 upon 1. 13 upon 1 is nothing but 13. So, my dear, 23 get cancelled. What is left? 13 upon 1. 13 upon 1, whenever denominator is 1, it is numerator 13. So That is what I am telling, my dear. See this. This 299 you can write 13 into 23. You see, I have shown the multiplication. 13 into 23 is 299. So 299 I can write 13 into 23. 23 will remain 23 into 1. Then I will cancel the common term of numerator with denominator. What is left? 13 upon 1. That is 13. So after division, whichever number is left, that number is called my quotient. After division, whichever number comes, that is called my quotient. So here quotient is 13. Here quotient is 13. So 13 is my quotient. This number we get after division. So the number which you get after division is known as quotient. The number which you get after division is known as quotient. Is it clear? Is it clear to everybody? Yes. So the number which you get after division is known as quotient. So we get after division number 13. So 13 is my quotient. Now let me list all the problem. Second, 299 divided by minus 23. Can anybody tell me what will be the quotient? It is minus. It is plus. Minus 13. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Minus 13 will be the answer. Minus 13. Now third is minus 384. Minus 384 divided by 16. Then fourth one, minus 572. Minus 572 divided by minus 22. You have to take the sign. Minus upon minus will be plus, and then you cancel the term. Fifth, 408 divided by minus 70. So let me give all this homework. You can do it easily. Yes, you can do it easily, my dear. Then fourth one, divide. Fourth one is divide. Fourth one is divide. Fourth one is divide. Fourth one is divide. See, today, even though your period is up to 12:50, okay. After 12:50, you are not having any period, no? No. Yes. So after 12:50, you are not having any period. So it may happen. That I may take 5 minutes more. No problem. But I want to. So do not worry. Even if I will take 4 minutes, 5 minutes more. Now fourth is divide, because we have to explain the concept. So divide. First is 204. Divide 204 by 17. This is easy. You can do it. Second, 152. Divide 152 by minus 19. This is also easy. You can do it. Now third one. Divide 0 by 35. Let me write this. Let me explain. Let me explain this 0 wala. 0 divided by 35. Now see this. 0 divided by 35. What you can write? What do you mean by A divided by B? A upon B. So this will be 0 upon 35, correct? 0 upon 35. Now there is 0. 0 is there in the numerator. And where is 35? 35 is there in the denominator. Now this result you remember. Whenever numerator is 0, the whole answer becomes 0. So 0 divided by any, 0 divided by any number, by any 0 divided by any positive, I am talking about positive. 0 divided by any positive or negative number is 0. Whether number is positive or number is negative, 0 divided by any positive or negative number, any positive or negative numbers is 0. 0 divided by any positive or negative number is 0. So 0 upon 35 will be 0. Because numerator, I am not talking about denominator. Denominator can be positive number or negative number. But if the numerator is 0, it will be 0. So 0 upon 35, we simply write 0. So 0 divided by 35, 0 divided by 35, the answer is 0. 0 divided by 35 will be 0. Is it clear? Then next is fourth one. 0 divided by minus 82. So this I can write 0 divided by minus 82. What is A divided by B? A upon B. A divided by B, A upon B. So 0 upon minus 82. So again numerator is 0 and now denominator is negative. Whether denominator is negative or positive does not matter. But if numerator is 0, the answer becomes 0. 0. Then it is not defined. Both cannot be 0. Remember, my dear. If denominator is 0, then it is not defined. You cannot divide. Yes, if denominator is 0, then division is not defined. It is not existing. Numerator is 0. Denominator, see what I have written. 0 divided by any positive or any negative. I have not mentioned 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative, my dear. So whether 0 is divided by positive number 35 or 0 is divided by negative number minus 82, in both the case it is 0. Clear? Okay. In both the case it is 0. So 0 divided by positive number, 0 divided by negative number will be 0. But 0, see here. One more thing you write here only. 0 upon 5 does not exist. Sorry. 5 upon 0. 5 upon 0 does not exist. Then minus 3 upon 0 does not exist. And 0 upon 0 does not exist. Whenever denominator is 0, it does not exist. In these three cases does not exist because 0 is there in the denominator. 0 is there in the denominator. 0 is there in the denominator. So we write not defined. It is not defined. It is not defined, or we say does not exist. We say not defined or does not exist. Whenever denominator is 0, the division does not exist. Clear? Whenever denominator is 0, the division does not exist. Now fifth one, I will take 2 more minutes. Fifth one. 5490 divided by 10. What do you mean by A divided by B? A upon B. So this I can write 5490 divided by 10. Now see here. In numerator, where is 0? 0 is the last digit, no? 0 is the last digit. In denominator, 0 is the last digit. So 1 0 of numerator you can cancel with 1 0 of denominator. So what is left? The left is 549. 549 upon 1, that is 549. Yes, so this is the answer, 549. So you can cancel 0 only when 0 is the last digit. You can cancel 0 only when 0 is the last digit, my dear. If 0 is not the last digit or second last digit, you cannot cancel. For example, 8409 upon 10. Can you cancel 0 0? Can you cancel this 0? You cannot cancel this 0 with this 0 because 0 is not the last digit. So this is not allowed. Hmm. Yes. Now suppose suppose it is suppose it is suppose it is 9 into 10. Then again you cannot cancel 9 and 9, my dear. It is 8409. It is not 840 into 9. Are you getting? If it is 840 upon 9, then only you can cancel 9. It is 8409. You cannot cancel 12 upon 2. 2 you cannot cancel. Are you getting? So 12 upon 2 means it is not 1 into 2. You can cancel 2 and 2 whenever it is 1 into 2 upon 2. Then you can cancel 2. 12 is not same as 1 into 2, my dear. Clear? Yes? Last problem. 762800. 762800 divided by 100. So this we write A divided by B, 762800 divided by 100. Now, yes. Now both the zeros are at the end. So this I can cancel. I can cancel this 0 with this 0, this 0 with this 0. So that is 76 upon 1. That is 7628. Yes, so this is the answer. So now 1 minute. 405 upon 5. Can you cancel 5? No, my dear. You cannot cancel. When you can cancel? When it is 40 into 5 upon 5. 40 into 5 upon 5, then only you can cancel 5. 405 is not same as 40 into 5. So now we stop here. I will send the video. Thank you very much for having patience and giving me 5. Yes. Yes, I can hear you. Speak. You can speak. I am hearing you. Yes.